Good morning, everyone. So today, the Coleman 2-burner dirty $40 stove. Why are we looking at this? We're looking at this because I recently traded this. We're looking at this because I recently got this over what my other stove was for camping. Now, the other stove I had was a Volcano Grill 3. It says it's a stove and a grill. However, in my experience, it's not a very good stove. It's an excellent grill, but not a very good stove. The design is cool. You have, a patented heat chamber and air vents and insulated this and adjustable that, and you can burn 3 different fuels, which is cool. They make a bunch of different accessories for it. Here's the skinny though. Here's the deal. The biggest problem with this burner, with the Volcano Grill, is that, let's say your Volcano Grill is here. Actually, let's say the burner on the Volcano Grill is here. Your grill plate is here. So when you put a skillet or a pan of water or a pot of water or even a percolator coffee maker, it doesn't do very well with boiling the water. The reason it doesn't do very well with boiling the water is because this distance is so high the flame can't appropriately hit it. Even though it's got a 19,000 BTU burner, the burner is never actually close enough to the item you're heating to make a difference. Now, for barbecuing, it works great. It works fantastic, actually. But for the price, I'm thinking this I like better. So, I have experience with both grills, both stoves, grill stoves. This one's only a stove, the other one's a grill and stove. The Volcano Grill, though, I've used for 6 days in Moab, Utah. I've used for another 5 days straight in Big Bear. So I have some experience with both. This one we used for 4 days in Little Lakes Valley, and I can tell you hands down, this is the better stove, and I'll show you why. So, when it comes to stoves, Coleman's hard to beat, especially for the price at $40. Even the controls, down to simmer controls, are much better on this than the Volcano Grill. The Volcano Grill is such a large burner that's either hot or not. The other thing that this does better is you can put a coffee pot or something here and another something here. Because the Volcano is only one burner, you can only do one thing at a time. More often than not, when we're cooking breakfast, we have another pan here and another pan here, or really more a coffee pot here and a pan here. Who doesn't drink coffee while you're camping? You can't do that with the Volcano Grill. Because the Volcano Grill is one burner and it's about yay big around at the top, you have to only do one thing at a time. The other thing that's nicer is this burns less propane because you have the one smaller burner, a 10,000 BTU burner, versus always lighting off a 20,000 BTU burner. So less propane. This is less cumbersome. Now, the Volcano Grill does pack about the same height with all its gear in there. Actually, it's 5 inches, a little bit bigger. But it's very heavy. This I can pick up with one hand. The Volcano Grill almost requires 2 hands. It's a pretty heavy grill to take around. But for car camping, that doesn't matter as much. So if I was going to spend the money, would I spend it on the Volcano Grill 3 again? No. I would go down to Walmart or on Amazon and I would go buy this $42 stove that worked off one bottle for 5 days, one propane bottle. The stove, the grill, the Volcano Grill, burns so much propane that I had to run off of a 20-pound bottle. So there's the portability factor for you as well. is that this, you can run off the smaller bottles with no problem, whereas the Volcano, I always had a problem running it off the smaller bottles because of the amount of propane that it burns. The 20-pound tanks don't, or the 1-pound tanks do not last very long. So that has been always my issue with it. We ran into it in Moab. Because it takes so long to boil water, you burn through the tanks really fast, those 1-pound cylinders. Granted, I'll probably take a 20-pound tank with me on longer trips for this anyway. 20-pound tanks are cheaper to fill because you can actually fill them, so propane becomes cheaper in the longer run. But the main thing is that this actually cooks as a stove. Why buy a stove when it doesn't cook out as a stove? You have to buy all these accessories. It's a good concept, but the execution is wrong. Unless you're getting a grill. Again, I can't stress that enough. Unless you're getting a grill, it's a pretty good grill. But it's incredibly hard to beat something tried and true, cheap and easy, that works as designed, as it had for the past 30 years. So, Coleman Stove, you have my vote. This is the one I would be buying again if I needed to. Alright guys, well, hope you liked this review. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Have a good one.